So here is a quick guide to navigating within your CBT portal, or you simply come to CBT on the admin menu and then click on exams. On this place you see a list of all existing exams. You can select your sessions and your term, and the applicable ones will come as the case may be. But in this case we are going to be making do with existing ones. If you want to add a new one, just click on add exam and then you can type. So let's say if we, for example, are creating for the first term of 25-26, so we'll create a new one and we'll say let's say JSS1. so we're gonna say start date start from today, and from start time should be from now on, and then an end date, let's say exams generally going to end 22nd, and then the time it's going to end as well. So that's it. Then you put your general instruction for the exams. Let's say instruction 1, and then just like that you put in the number of instructions you want to put in, then choose if it's internal or external exam. For now we're going to be using external exams until you are told otherwise. So you click on submit. Now let me just explain the use of internal and external exams. Internal exams is going to be for within the school, that is for students. It is meant for students in the school already registered in the portal. So here you do not need to register candidates, but here you need to register candidates. For now we're going to be making do with just the external. So click on submit. We created the exam. Alright, so we said sorry, start date cannot be earlier than now. That means my start date have to be ahead of when I'm creating the exam. So I click back on add exam, and then I can select my dates. So I'm going to put it, let's say 57. I'm taking a very small date so I can be able to get it. My title is too short, so let's say just this one, exam. Alright, so I click on submit button and my exam has been added, and from here on I can come to just this one exam, and then I will add all other information here. As it is right now, I can add a paper, or I can simply come to edit, update exam info, and from here let me show you update exam info. Then here you can update any other information. Assuming I want to add an instruction 4 to read, I can add it all up, and then I submit. So once this is done, I can go back and I'll click on add paper. So to add paper, so I can now say, let's say English, and I'll choose the class and the subjects. This is actually for internal exams, but for the meantime we're using external exams, so we're going to be can do with that. So this one is not going to be useful actually because it's an external exam. It doesn't require a particular course to be done, to be chosen. Now for these total marks we have to specify. Let's say we're taking 60 marks and per score is 5 marks, and the allotted time in minutes, let's say students are going to register exam for just 10 minutes. So your number of questions, how many questions are to be answered. Now mind you, you have total marks of 60 divided by 5. That should give us that should be 30, right? So let's just take a quick look. 60 divided by 5 marks, that's 12 questions, so maximum of 12 questions. Now if you want some scores to be variable, like some's going to be 4, some 2, some 6, and the rest, you can just check this. So here it doesn't really matter depending on what you want. You get it? Provided you at the end all your questions should wrap up to 60 marks. Alright, So I'm just going to choose that. Then you can put some paper specific instructions. Let's say paper instruction 1, just like that. You get it up to 2, 3, and the ones you, and submit. All right, so we have submitted successfully. Now paper has been added. What's the next thing you do? You have to click on the paper itself. All right, so let me show you once again. If you want to go into the paper, just simply bring your mouse to the title of the paper, click on it, and then you see details of the paper, and here you can click to add questions. Now to add questions, you can see total number of questions we added was 1 out of 12. So here we can put an instruction. For example, if you have a passage, you can simply put it. Here is a passage, so the question, read here and answer the question. All right, so we get this. If you have an existing question you want to link to, you can do that, but for now we're not going to do that. So here we can see what is the name of your English teacher. All right, so this is default score. Remember, we chose variable scores, so we can actually decide to say, okay, this one is going to be costing 6 marks out of all. You get? So here the correct answer has to be in this particular box. The correct answer to all your questions has to be here, because the system is going to randomize the answers, so you don't have any fear. So let's say the name of the English teacher is John, and then you can put all other alternative option that will be randomized here. Let's see, Cecilia, and then we'll put Michael. Okay, so if you want to add multiple page, you can just check this, and then you submit question. That is done. You see chance to question 2 of this. Now mind you, you can add as many questions as possible. You can add up to 100 questions, despite that students are going to answer 12. So this will make the system to pick 12 out of the 100 questions you have set. All right, so this is what I'm going to do for now, and then I'll go back to the exam. Now I've set questions for my exam. Here is a list of questions. If I am ready for these questions to be written, it's just for me to click on publish button. As you can see here, this button, all you simply do is just to toggle the live button. Here, by the time you click on it, English is currently unpublished and cannot be attempted by candidate. Do you want to publish? Yes. So we are going to publish this. Paper has been published. So that means when the exam starts, students cannot attempt this question. All right, so even when you publish an exam, you can unpublish paper here, so students wouldn't be able to write that paper. So that is how it goes. Now I can register candidates for my exam. All right, here is it, candidates. All right, you click on candidates and then new candidates. On new candidates, you can write, let's say John Peters. All right, let's say the candidate's ID has to be unique. Let's say John Peters is the ID. In this case, you have to put your student's ID actually. Let's assume it is FTA 2025 30. All right, so you put the student's ID there in this case, but here I'm just going to use something else, John Peters. Now you can put the middle name of the person, let's say O. I'm going to leave it that way. And for external, it requires an email. You could just have some emails here in this place. So here I could just write in, let's say John Peters or ID as gmail.com, then add up the gender, male or female, and then the phone number. So I'm just going to write in some and submit. All right, so this is added successfully. So you follow that, or you can click on upload candidates, and then you choose your candidate. So I'm going to make another video that explains the bulk upload of your candidates to you. Welcome back. So we're just going to go back, and then added for this, and then here to go back to our exams, and here now that we have candidates, we can go back to our exams here and publish. Now before that, you can actually monitor your exams to get status of